Hey everybody, it's Kendra. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you've been here before. My video today is going to be kind of a weird personal story that I wanted to share because I feel like it's really important and it's about safety. Yeah, I was followed a couple weeks ago. Really strange and super freaking terrifying experience. And I don't want anyone to have to deal with this. And I think my goal of this video is to make people think, like, just be aware. I want to encourage people to just be more aware of their surroundings, because nowadays, you know, everybody's got a phone and we're so busy and we're so distracted all the time. And it's like really easy for somebody to follow you without you even knowing about it. So a couple weeks ago, I had all these errands to run one morning. I went to Home Depot, went to Target, went to Whole Foods, and as I was walking into Whole Foods, you know, they've got their plants out, and obviously I've got my gardens, and I'm always looking at plants, but I saw this really strange man kind of entering Whole Foods, and my phone was in my back pocket, and immediately my brain was just like, remove your phone from your pocket. He's gonna jack you. He's gonna try to steal your phone. Anyway, I took out my phone. I entered Whole Foods. And at the Whole Foods in Madison, you know, you go through two sets of like the opening, like the automatically opening doors. And then when you get through the second set, there is a big stack of baskets right to the left. So immediately I just kind of hauled ass through there, went to the left, and was just taking my time getting a basket. And I turned around and this guy was literally standing in the second set of doors, like waiting for me to go. It was just really strange, just really weird behavior. So I just immediately like went past, and I just, you know, I thought, okay, he's kind of weird, but whatever. Did my thing in Whole Foods, only had a couple things to get, and I was on my way. So, you know, I was texting my mom and I was texting a couple friends and all this. I go to my car and I was just organizing myself to go to the next place. So I was going to another grocery store. I was going to the co-op, and okay, you know, got in my car, pull out, waiting at a light. And then I noticed a few cars behind me, there was this guy. And I was like, oh, what a weirdo, you know, but whatever. I was in my car. Okay. I didn't have to like have any encounters. So I'm driving to the co-op, and all of a sudden I see him behind me. And like, I was in the left lane and I'm kind of slow, so whatever. I got in the right lane right away. And I think the speed limit was like 35. Everybody's going around 40. I slowed my roll down to like 30. And for a while, he was driving right next to me. He was in the left lane, I was in the right lane, just literally driving side by side. And then because I slowed down so much, he did go, he you know, sped up and went past me. Luckily, I got stuck at a red light, so he was way past me. I'm at the red light. And I thought, okay, cool, I've lost him. I drive into the co-op and he is parked there. He is parked in the co-op parking lot facing the road. So like if I had driven past, he would have seen me. So I don't know if this person has seen me at the Whole Foods before and has followed me to the co-op. I don't know, because I don't like consider myself to have a pattern. Like I go all these different places. When I'm running errands, it's not like I always go to Whole Foods and then I go to the co-op. Like no, like I do all different things, like where I go where I need to go. I don't consider myself to have this crazy routine. Anyways, so I pull into the parking lot, and like he's in there in his truck with the window down smoking a cigarette. And I'm just like, shit. You know, like I had a ton of stuff to do. I didn't want to like let this get in my way, and I just wanted to, you know, go on with my day. So I went in the co-op, grabbed my stuff, got my groceries as fast as I could. And when I got to the cash register, the cashier was a lady, super nice lady. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I know this is going to sound really weird, but I think I'm being followed. And I explained what had happened. And he said, you know, can you please have somebody escort me to my car? I'm like, I don't feel safe. And like, I mean, from where I was at the cashier station, I could see him in his truck looking in the side view mirror, like looking to see where I was. Like he could see me from his truck just sitting there in the parking lot. So the lady, the cashier, called somebody. A lady came over and she's like, yes, no problem, we will take you out. And then there were a bunch of other ladies, employees at the co-op, who were at the welcoming desk, and they were all, you know, they were on it. And it was like, I felt so supported as a female, and I was so grateful for that. So yeah, anyway, this lady walked me out to my car, and I was just, you know, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know if they talked to him. I got in my car, I immediately, you know, locked the doors and I got out of there. When I left, I did get stuck at a light, but from where I was stuck at the light, I could see that this guy was still in his truck, and he wasn't moving. So I think he just realized, like, I was onto him. You know, I wasn't just like on my phone and going about my day and, you know, oblivious to this. Like, I was aware. I knew that I was being followed. Like, come on, I was being followed. You don't just go and sit in the co-op parking lot and smoke a cigarette. I'm sorry, you just don't. So this experience for me, it was totally a wake-up call. Like, you know, pay attention. Don't be on your phone all the time. I mean, when I'm driving, I'm often, like, I'm always listening to music and I can, like, really get into my music. But it's just, like, focus. Like, pay attention to your surroundings when you're driving. If you're going into a store, out of a store, like, pay attention. See what's going on. Because sadly, we live in a time when there are a lot of weird safety concerns out there. So yeah, that was my really weird experience. Very scary, very terrifying. I was super stressed out the rest of the day. It's just very unsettling to feel like, you know, like I was being followed. I was followed. Totally went into panic mode. Sadly, this is not the first time that this has happened to me. I definitely had one really terrifying experience when I lived in Paris, and I was followed on the metro, and I cannot remember how I got out of that situation. I think I jumped out of the metro car right as the doors were closing and the guy was still inside, and then the metro took off. So I think that's how I lost him. Can't remember, but it's terrifying. Like, stuff like this is so unsettling. And like, I mean, for me, safety is such a big thing. And if I don't feel safe, like it's just not cool. And also, you know, in that type of situation, I really wasn't sure what I should do. I just, you know, when I entered the co-op, immediately I'm like, okay, he's in the parking lot. I need to have somebody escort me out. I do not feel safe. So that's another thing I want to encourage you to do. If you feel something is up, trust your gut. Like, immediately when I saw this person, it was just like every like hair on my body just like went up, and just like all the adrenaline and whatever hormones go through your body, like in these weird situations, everything was just immediately like flashing, like red light, something is wrong. You need to like ask for help. You need to get somebody involved. I didn't know if I should call the police. I didn't call the police. I did take down the guy's plates, so I have his vehicle information. But yeah, if you've had anything like this happen, I would love to know like what you did, what you think you should do. And I guess the point of this video for me is just to really encourage you to pay attention and focus. And, you know, just be aware. Like, if you're driving, be aware of the cars around you. If you notice somebody might be following you, like, pay attention a little bit more. And, you know, if you're out and about, like walking or, you know, just doing your normal stuff, like, really pay attention, because stuff like this can happen, and you can never be too safe nowadays. And no, not that it matters. I was not dressed in any way remotely sexy. I just had on a black tank top, some crappy old jeans, and I did not have purple hair when this happened. My hair was dirty, didn't have on any makeup. Like, it was not like, it was nothing attractive, and frankly, like, it shouldn't matter. Like, I shouldn't have to worry about, like, you know, being like looking a certain way so I don't get harassed. So yeah, I would love to hear your comments. If you've had anything like this happen to you before, I would love to know like how you dealt with it. It's a really unsettling, uncomfortable situation to be in. So thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.